Hey, it's me, the N to the J to the B. You know, I think Vlogmas is supposed to be festive and happy and whatnot, you know, because it's like vlogging and Christmas. And mine hasn't really been that, because that's not where I am right now in my life. This is Nicole J. Butler, living truthfully. And while I don't necessarily tell all my business, because this is the internet, what I tell you is the truth. You know, I'm not up here lying. Like, I don't, you know, just in general, I don't like to lie. I've never liked to lie. And that is not to say I have never told a lie in my life, because that would be a lie. Sometimes lies are social lubricant. You know, like lies will keep you from hating people, keep people from hating you, keep you out of trouble, get you information you need. There is a certain currency to lies, but I don't like to tell them because, first of all, like, you know, my mom used to say your friends don't need them and your enemies won't believe them anyway, which is true. But also, it's too much work. Like, if you tell a lie, you got to remember who you told, what to, and who they know, because then if they get together and compare stuff, ain't nobody got time for that. I'm trying to keep my own life together. I am not trying to keep track of a bunch of lies. I said all that to say that what I tell you is going to be true, because why would I get on my channel and lie? I mean, I guess people do, but like, ain't nobody got time for that. At least I don't. So I'm gonna tell you, I've shown you videos from like the past month or so. Those were the highlights. The past like 4 to 6 weeks have largely been trash, like a flaming dumpster fire. And we're gonna have a story time at some point. Not today, because I am not at liberty right now to tell you everything. I can't tell you everything that's going on, baby. That's the guy's song, right? Anyway, this is a Vlogmas vlog, but it's not the traditional kind. This is the kind in which I am not feeling festive. I am grateful for another trip around the sun, and I am committed to doing what I can, because we make plans and sometimes they don't work out that way. Oh no, I'm getting the 15% battery notification. Okay, I might have to move and plug in. But we make plans, and sometimes our plans just don't pan out the way that we had hoped that they would. And that's what's happening here. Some not so great things have happened. Some not so honest people have shown up in my life. And what I will tell you, because I'm aware that there's a mix of people who watch this channel, and I don't want anybody to say, see, this is why we shouldn't leave the U.S. I am not saying that at all. The U.S. is a dumpster fire too. So I'm not saying that at all. I am not saying don't go to Mexico, because what I will tell you is that all the people who have acted tacky, none of them, not one, is Mexican. Not one is a Mexican person from Mexico. Mexican people, I don't know all the Mexican people. I'm sure there's some horrible ones, just like there are horrible people anywhere. But the ones that I have met have been warm, welcoming, decent people. I've been fortunate in that sense. So the folks who ain't act right, they weren't from here. All right, that's what I'm gonna say about that. It's a different system. You know, you're in a different country. They do things differently. How y'all feel about my hair? How y'all feel about it? I'm not sure. I feel like y'all ever watched that cartoon Rugrats? I feel like that Cynthia doll that Lil used to play with. I was trying to do something different. I don't know. I'll be happy when it gets longer, because I don't like my hair short and with this much gray in it at the same time. I'm not feeling it. So if y'all see me put a semi-permanent rinse over it to make it black again until it grows out, that's why. I'm not feeling this together. So I did a twist and I did a twist out, and this is how it looks because it's short, but I'm not sure how I feel about it. Y'all tell me. I'm among friends here, right? Do I look like a pickaninny? Do I look like a Topsy from Uncle Tom's Cabin? Y'all let me know. There's a lesson in everything. I feel like every experience that you have is for you to learn so that you can get to the next level in your life, whatever that happens to be. It's to equip you for the work that you were sent here to do. I also believe that it's for the edification of other people, so that when you run into someone who is going through something that you've already been through, you can say, hey, okay, look, yeah, I went through that. It was not fun. Here's how I dealt with it. And you can say, don't do that. Don't deal with it the way I dealt with it. Or you can say, this is what worked. And this is where you go. And you can be a resource for someone else. So that in the midst of this all, and I know I'm being cryptic. I know you don't know exactly what I'm talking about. Again, there will be a story time. I can't do it right now. That's what I'm going through right now. And that's what keeps me hopeful in the midst of this, in the midst of loss, really. There've been a lot of losses this year, you know, and for a while it made me sad, but now I'm in the place of making peace and looking forward. I believe there are things that can be learned from everybody, everything, including various religions. And something that I heard years ago and that resonated with me was the concept of non-attachment. You know, like things and people, situations come into our lives for a reason, a season, or a lifetime, you know, and when they no longer serve their purpose, they go. And it's clinging, holding on, refusing to open your hands and let go that creates suffering. I believe that's true. Sometimes you're letting go of things that you didn't intend to let go of. You wished you didn't have to let go of. Yeah, sometimes. And it's like, oh man, like I really wanted this. I wanted this to work. I wanted to keep this beautiful thing. I wanted to keep this beautiful condo. I wanted it to work out. I wanted to keep this, what I thought was a great friendship. I wanted to keep this relationship with a family member. I wanted to keep this relationship with, this individual who I thought was going to be a partner, a lifelong partner. That ain't always the way it's supposed to happen. And you got to open your hands and you got to let go and you got to trust that what's for you won't miss you. But you also have to be prepared that when it's time for that thing to go, it's got to go. So that's where I am right now. I don't ever want to come before you and be fake about stuff. I might smile because like that makes me feel good. It makes me feel like, all right, well, this sucks. What's going on right now really, really, really sucks. But it's going to be all right. And I truly, in my heart of hearts, know that. I know that. I also was thinking about the importance of a village, which I've decided, you know how YouTubers name their viewers, their subscribers? Y'all are my village, okay? So y'all the village people. All right, so when I say, hey, village people, it's me, the N to the J to the B, you know that's you. All right, thank you for being a village people. I had been thinking village, and then my friend Bajan Boy in the comments said he was a village person. So I'm like, yeah, I like that. Y'all are village people. Okay, so y'all are village people. Not necessarily the YMCA, even though they were cool too, but no. The NJB village. That's who you are. I've been thinking about the importance of having a village. And while I am very much, I've always told you I'm very much an introvert, like I need my time alone. Need it like not as much as I need air, but it's a close second or third. No, air, water, solitude. That's the order. I'm thinking about the friendships that I have, the people in my life who are important to me, the people that I'm closest to because I choose to be close to them, and what they all have in common. First of all, this is me, okay, this is me and what I think. So you may think something different, and that's fine, but I'm talking about me and my life. When people say, you're on TV, don't thank you for talking to us little people. Thank you, don't forget the little people. Like, it would always like irritate me when folks would say that, because I don't have any little people in my life. Like, I know some small people, but they are not in my life, especially once I find out they are small people. But little people, what's that? Everybody who's in my life is in my life because they bring something to my life and I'm able to bring something to theirs. I think all friendships, all relationships need to be mutually beneficial. And even sometimes, like if you look at abusive relationships and you're like, why are you choosing to stay? Abusive, toxic relationships, both people are getting something out of it. It may not be something healthy, but they're getting something out of it. Even if it's the security of knowing, okay, well, I get beaten on Tuesday and Thursday, but the rest of the week I'm cool. And if I was just to be single, I don't know what would happen. You know what I'm saying? Like that's an extreme example, but no relationship, short of it being slavery, can exist without both people getting something. And it's been important for me to cultivate healthy relationships with people that I respect. The love comes later. First it's like, oh, okay, we vibing. Okay, you seem like cool people. And sometimes people seem like cool people on the surface, and then you see, the first layer comes off because you start getting comfortable with one another. And you're like, oh no, I didn't know that was under there. Okay, I wish you well, but you can't be part of my village because we don't do that over here. So over my time of living in LA, 25 years, it was a distillation process. And the friends that I have, and honestly, there are some people that I haven't met in person, or I've only seen once or twice, but we've talked so long and so often on social media. And I ain't talking about no catfish situation either. Like, these are real people, and I know for sure they're real people, that I know them, and I know that we're cut from the same cloth. So you don't have to be physically present to be part of my village. You just gotta be honest, about who you are. as imperfect as you are, as imperfect as we all are. Know that those imperfections sometimes are going to cause, cause an issue, a misunderstanding. Just be willing to work through that. Be willing to work on yourself and assimilate new information. Don't be rigid. Like I can't with rigid people. Like we're learning new things all the time. I'm not the same me I was a year ago, 2 years ago. You're not either. You're not either. So there are standards. Not everybody can be my friend. And it sounds arrogant when I say it. I am not saying everybody wants to be my friend, because I ain't for everybody. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with me. And honestly, rather than trying to force a friendship, it's better to go and find your people. So the people in my life right now are my people. The hangers-on, extraneous individuals, I wish them all well, but they weren't my people. They weren't part of my village. They were just passing through, and I said, all right, God bless you, and ease on down the road, and I wish you well, but they're not my people. When I look at who is in my village, it's a trip, because they're different. They're different from different walks of life, and I love it. I love it. It's such a polarized time in the world. I was gonna say in the US, but I really think it's in the world right now. This group don't like that group just because they in that group. This person don't like that person just because the way they look. This person, I'm better than you, us four and no more, that kind of thing. When I look at my tribe, there's white people in my tribe. There's Indian people in my tribe. There are Latinas in my tribe. There is a native Spanish speaker. I ain't saying no names. Native Spanish speaker who does not identify as Latina and does not want to be called Latina. And no, she's not from Spain, but yeah, she explained it to me. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, thank you for explaining, because I was curious, but you ain't gotta tell me. You identify however you want to identify. I have lesbians. I have gay men. I have in my tribe. I'm talking about. Like sound crazy. I got these people. I'm keeping them in this little box over here. No, I mean in my tribe, in my life, people whom I would trust with my life and whom I love. I don't have any trans people in my life right now, just by happenstance. But if I meet somebody who's trans, if they good people, and they meet the criteria that everybody got to meet if they're gonna be on my team, then we cool. Like I don't. One of my dearest friends is Israeli. We call each other sister. That's my sister. That is my sister. All right. So if you mess with her, you mess with me. That's just the way that it is. And so when I hear people say, oh, those people. We have all said something bigoted in our lives. Every last one of us. I am sure of it. Racist, sexist, homophobic, classist, all of us, everybody. I said a lot of things and believed a lot of things when I was much younger. I didn't know any better, but when you know better, you do better. And right now, occasionally I'll say something. I said something on video to my friend the other day when I was asking her about Shiva, who's the Hindu goddess, I believe she is, the one with all the arms. And she was like, girl. I am not Hindu. Like, I'm Indian, but I'm not Hindu. And I needed to be checked in that way because it was very ignorant. It wasn't malicious, but it was ignorant. I was like, I've learned that the term gypsy is not one that I should be using. Guess what? I don't use it no more. I don't think, never mind. Anyway, I had heard another term and I thought it was a shorthand for a group of people. And I was using it. And then I found out that it was a slur. And I was like, oh, okay. I hope I didn't publicly, say that or write that anywhere. When you learn better, you do better. Nobody's perfect. Nobody comes here knowing everything. And it is okay to assimilate new information. Now, I love my village. I love my village because if everybody was like me, then we'd all be equally ignorant of the exact same things. But I learn from them. I never want to be the smartest person in the room, and I never am. Because I got some friends and some family who have experienced so many different things, and I'm always learning something new. At the same time, they can learn things from me, because my life experiences are my life experiences. And I'm always curious. Like, I never want to feel like I got it all figured out. I don't. From day to day, I do not have. Just when you think you got things figured out, things change. So my village is wonderful, and I feel fortunate to be a part of my own village, if that makes sense. Like, like the way folks have reached out to me, rallied around me, just been like, I know you're going through it. Here's a joke. I know you're, like, if you need help, I will. See, I'm gonna start crying. I don't want to cry. Okay. I will fly down there and you just tell me what you need. Like, I'm so touched. I'm so honored. So I'm blessed. In the middle of mess. When I say mess, I mean mess. I'm blessed. And I'm grateful. And I'm aware that this could be a much, much worse situation, all of it. So even as I work through the things that are going on, and I got my therapist on speed dial. She's like, girl, what? Like, yes, can you believe this? Somebody called me. I ain't gonna say who it was. Somebody called me just to make sure I wasn't gonna crash out and pull up on somebody. And I'm like, no. I'm not ending up in no Mexican prison. That's what I ain't gonna do. I'm looking ahead, even as I work through what's going on now. I'm looking ahead at what, from these experiences over the past year, I need to hold on to, what I need to give away, what I need to just let go, not give it away, because some of the stuff, I wouldn't wish on anybody. And who and how I want to be moving forward. Who, I'm going to be me, I'm going to be me, the N to the J to the B, that. So, but who is that now? Who is that now? In this time, at this age, with this hair. Who is that now? How do I show up as the best, most authentic version of me now? That's my work. That's my work right now. And it's going to require more cutting away, giving away. Uh-oh. Okay, I had to plug in. You know what? Like, you see this cord right here? Like, I don't like seeing stuff like that. I don't like that. That's just a random observation. I'm trying to go this way and that to hide it, but whatever. That little plant, Jackie gave me that plant. I'm trying to hold on to it. We're gonna see if that happens or not. But anyway, I think we're done for the day. I wish you joy today. I wish you joy always. Not every day is gonna bring you joy, but on the days that don't, I wish you the faith to know that the joy will come back. Okay? That's all I got. Bye.